Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
What's up? How's it
Bringing
going?
the energy today. Feeling pretty good. Had a little bit of coffee. Still have some left. We can.
I need more coffee. That's what I need. I've only had 17 shots. I need to add another 26. Just kidding. I haven't had that much, but I've had a little bit. Always need more.
I have a love-hate relationship with coffee. I like to have juice in between sometimes. I'm a big fan
Juice.
of juice.
Is that what you call whiskey? That's what I call whiskey.
We could probably talk for hours. We should have a separate show for all our beverages that we enjoy. But anyway,
Yes.
let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about Gala first of all in generic, because there seem to be a whole lot of things going on. They got this hackathon coming up at GDC. That's starting this week, and people coming from all over because they want to get their hands on a part of the $1 million prize pool. Originally, I thought it was going to be a lot of promotional items. There are some promos that they have a sponsorship with Alienware, and that is for some gear and things like that. But there is apparently going to be a lot of cash involved, a lot of USDT changing hands.
Is there cash involved?
Well, if you consider USDT cash, which since we're all blockchain people, we more or less do, I guess.
I had to pull something up that I was looking at earlier, but you go ahead.
Yeah. So they got tons of celebrity judges all through the industry. Someone from AWS, they've got Dr. Wookie's going to be there. Who else? Crypto Stash is going to be there. So they got some people that we're very familiar with just from like keeping an eye on them, keeping an eye on the Gala news. But there was some other like little things. I noticed someone posted it in Gala Gold. And since it's out there in the wild, I don't feel bad about sharing it. But the Altcoin Daily show, which has like 1.4 million subscribers or something like that, they actually plugged Gala as one of the top 8 gaming altcoins for this season. And
Interesting.
that after 9 hours, that had like 36 to 40,000 views. So I'm assuming that the name is getting out there. It'll be interesting to see how this hackathon goes, because that could be some really good press for them. And then we also got a tweet from Bitbender hinting that there's going to be a Galaverse 2024, and that's what this shirt's about. This was the Potatoverse shirt from 2022. I don't know if any of you remember. I was trying to recruit people to come to Idaho instead of going to Malta. It's so much more exotic here in northern Idaho. I mean, you don't have to deal with water or beauty.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not fair. There's
Sunshine.
tons of beauty up here. Tons of beauty up here. We had a blast. We went to Triple Play. We were there for the entire weekend. I can't tell you how many good things happened that weekend, but there were maybe 20 of us. It was a good time.
Look, if you gave me the ability to go and hang out in, the wilderness of Idaho or go to Malta, I would choose the wilderness of Idaho every single time.
I gave you the opportunity to come to that. You had something else. You didn't even go to Malta.
No, I didn't go to Malta. I was on the John Day. So every year I do a float trip down the John Day River, and it was, they were at the same time frame. So I was gone for 5 days floating down that, which, by the way, I'll take that over anything. It's amazing. I love it. Well, what Blake put up here, though, goes back to the prize pool. So you were saying USDT, but they actually don't label a USDT as a prize in any of these. This is the fine print, essentially, that they put out in the hackathon. So everything that they have in here for prizes are NFTs and whatnot. So founders nodes, music nodes,
a value in USD.
Mirandus,
Dude, okay, they schnookered me because everything public facing is $1 million USDT.
Right, and they said USDT, but I'm not. So essentially, they say prizes and taxes. There will be 10 total winners selected, 5, blah blah blah. And so they label it down here, but unless I'm missing it, I don't see anything in here of USDT. So
they might have revamped the prizes too. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: are they going to be able to get? So they say $130,000 founders node.
Two founders nodes for that value. I think it says
each, right? Or one. They're two founders nodes valued at $130,000 each.
Oh, each. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, what you're looking at there is you get that founder's note. Guess what you owe? You owe taxes on $130,000 now. So you have to sell that to then pay taxes, or you have to find some extra cash somewhere. Now, founders notes, they produce money right now. They do a decent job of giving out, but just so people are aware, I don't see any USDT in here, but I might be missing it. So still some pretty badass prizes.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a lot of value. Hopefully that's not going to create any problems for anybody. But again, like I said, all the front-facing stuff says specifically USDT. The main event is the judges' choice. There's the top 3 prizes are going to split $450,000. Now, I don't know if that's $450,000 in value or actual USDT. So
we'll find out.
It would be nice if those prizes they're talking about there are above and beyond the actual currencies. Yeah. But
if anyone knows, let us know.
That would be good. Game news. We kind of move through some of this stuff. Last week on Monday, Legends Reborn launched, and it's very similar to what we've been seeing with other launches. That the game starts, but it's not complete. Now, in this case, the game portion is pretty crisp. I've been really enjoying it when I've been able to get in and play. I've built myself a deck. I started with you can copy any of the decks that they have pre-built, and if you want to, you can make adjustments. I started just making minor adjustments and then totally revamped it. But the point is, those features are available already that you can build your deck. You can collect cards. They have a shop that you can each day you're able to collect a free pack, and then you can also buy packs with dragon stones, which are available in the Gala store right now. And then you can play. You have the practice game and you have the matchmaking, and it is there's a leaderboard that's tracking tracking people's progress in comparison to each other. So so that part of the game is working very well. They haven't done most of the economics yet. They don't have the earnings in play, and we aren't seeing anything more with like the venues. Like the venues apparently are hosting the games, but they're not doing what they intend to do eventually. So Gofu got into an interview that was released as an article on the Gala News site, and he mentioned that their plans for the venues are for owners to be able to create their own customized tournaments. Now, I've seen this in Splinterlands. I'm a really big fan of a lot of what Splinterlands has done. They haven't taken off. They've got whatever user base they have, but some of the mechanics that they've implemented are really, really top notch. And if venue NFT owners could customize their own tournaments, well, they not only just like making them go, but like restricting certain cards, definitely like setting the prize pool. This is gonna create not just an opportunity for gameplay, but it actually creates an opportunity for advertising and exposure, because you can sponsor those tournaments. It's a neat opportunity in a bunch of different ways. They also again they haven't released the battle pass yet, and they don't have the in-game trading and rental system. But these are things that they are building towards. It'll be interesting to see which ones come first. But they're calling right now Season 0, and people have access to all the monsters and a good portion of the cards to play with. At the start there was a 2-week countdown timer, so I don't know how much is going to vanish. I don't know if you're going to need to get entirely your own stuff, how much of it will remain. But when Season 0 ends, they're going to officially mark that as when they launch the Tolk earnings. Tolk is the coin for named after the land that they call Tolkheim for the game. So that's again, like I think we'll see development on that a little bit faster than things like Walking Dead or something like that. I think Walking Dead has a whole lot more that they're going to have to build out. This game was pretty crisp back when we were testing it a year ago, and now it's really about integration now, getting the blockchain side of it right. So moving on to Common Ground World, they had the town hall faithfully, like they have been doing for a year and a half now on Friday. We did hear that they're going to be doing something for May Mayhem this year, so that's going to be a thing again. We like that.
Did they skip May? They did May Mayhem last year too, right?
They did it. Yeah, it was a very weird one. It actually, the Common Ground. Well, it was still Townstar back then, and it extended, or actually it extended for 3 months. It was like it was a grueling May.
That's funny.
But yeah, so they're going to have some presence in May Mayhem, and with the number of games that are out there that actually have trackable like data, May Mayhem could be varied and like kind of widespread as far as how they go at it. I'll be interested to see what each of the teams come up with. Volcron did mention this time that they were in the process. He called it squishing the back end and front end together. Like apparently they now are working with the chain team to get the node stuff in place. And now maybe he was just referring to the way that the guild structure is supposed to work with the nodes, but I think we're getting pretty close on the node tokenization. That would be a relief for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And we mentioned last week the dog NFT, the Sparky NFT. It turns out he's going to increase the speed of farm animals in the game by 5%. That makes sense. He's like a kind of a
shepherding dog.
Shepherding dog. Yeah. So little speed boost for farm animals. And this week they went back to the jewelry category for the meta, and they're specifically featuring the golden heart necklace. So they put on sale a pot of gold NFT in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and at $400, 250 of them sold out in under 5 minutes because of the effect. It was too valuable for the people that want to stay competitive in the jewelry meta. So yeah, sold out NFT sale. That's we remember those days.
Just a thing.
We had a bunch of activity in the Mirandis channel this week. Manny kind of went wild posting videos. He started with one that was I'm pretty sure it was Jason Hughes showing his work that he had done with the integration for Materium, moving in and out of the game, and then also in and out of your wallet, or in and out of your character inventory. So, and again, like it's all going to depend on how the chain and the application are like jiving at the time, but it was moving really seamlessly. It looked good.
I'm excited for this one, man.
Yeah. Later, Manny posted another video that was just characters standing in place, and then it was as if like there was a ball being held, and the ball was moving around the screen, and you got to see, you can see it. They're following.
Nice.
They wanted to show the body mechanics that if they stay positioned, if they keep the same position, they still
looking around.
They still have some kind of.
That's super cool.
And
that's freaking awesome.
And Jason Hughes kind of like tagged onto this in his tech update, because he was saying that they're also going to be able to develop the stealth and sneaking system from this, because they're, in addition to the animation, they're also gathering data from it. So like each of these monsters is going to have, it's going to look first before it acts, and then as it's gathering data, it's going to decide what to do. Well, in that look period of time, maybe it looks and doesn't see anything because you're a stealthy halfling, and then it just like goes back about its business and you backstab
or
it.
Even like line of sight, in terms of, if it's looking like kind of looking at something in the direction, and you're able to sneak behind it at that little moment because you're out of its field of view.
Yeah, so there's he said it's very, very primordial. They're not anywhere close to having that done, but that's going to lay the groundwork for it, because they need that data first, and then they can mesh that with the way that the characters are moving about in the game.
Yeah. So cool.
We got to see a video about audio. That was another fun one. That's always fun when they do that. But you had the audio team that was doing first. This is the new Miranda's intro that we're seeing right here.
Should we listen to it then?
Throwing in some Fibonacci.
Yeah.
Let me actually unmute it.
I mean, if that doesn't scream to you, get your big boy boots on. Like it's such an ominous sound.
People are gonna be excited for this game.
Oh yeah, this is.
I mean, gonna be. They are excited for this game. It's gonna be.
This is gonna be so fun.
Yeah, like the attention to detail is just phenomenal.
And it's so cool seeing this is the stuff, the development side of things that's like so cool in like the blockchain space, right? And like being a part of like watching the game grow. Like the little video we just looked at where it's in like the VFX type thing, and you get to see the breakdown of like the character models and stuff. Like that is such a cool look into the game that gives you not only more of a respect, I think, for the game, but like a deeper connection to it in general. I mean, if growing up I could have especially when I was younger, like Ratchet and Clank was like the funnest thing ever. Like if I could have watched them, like the process of them making the game, like when I was a kid, I would have loved that game 10 times more than I already did, right? So I think it's just so cool to actually see. I think this is what a lot of people have been wanting, so to speak, is being able to actually be a part of the development, see the development, give their feedback on the development. And, I'm really happy Miranda's is continuing to do that.
Oh, yeah. There was another thing with the audio. They were talking about how they've made it so that as you switch, like say boots in your inventory, well, certain materials make different crunching sounds on the ground than others. And there's an actual shift in the sound of your boots even because they're made of something different. So it's just that's awesome. Like that. It is awesome. What an amazing attention to detail. The last video that they posted for us, there was a lot of art as well.
Gamepad input stuff.
Yeah, so Rockstar Todd, I don't know if that's his like screen name or if they just call him that because he gets stuff done. But he has made it so that you can actually use the gamepad for Miranda's, like something like an Xbox controller. And he gave a video of showing this is him all controlling the screen with a gamepad. So he's showing which buttons that he's using. And
nice.
And later on, he shows the really seamless switch between gamepad and mouse keyboard. You can and then picking the gamepad right back up again. He's done a really good job with that. And they again mentioned that this is all stuff that kind of needs to be in place before they even do their rolling hills tech test, which is going to be their field of battle where we gotta go kill a herd of deer. And they keep hinting at some of the Materium, like using that system a little bit. So they said there's going to be a surprise in there about that. So I would encourage everyone that enjoys the idea of Miranda's to get in there with your exemplars and help. First of all, just to help them test it out, but also there might be something in it for you. They've been very like close-lipped about that, but it seems like there's going to be a benefit for us. Spider Tanks has been pretty quiet over the past couple months. They started posting again in their server about 2 weeks ago when they converted everything over to being able to buy your tanks in Silk or buy your other items in Silk. But we just got an article posted on the Gala news site, and it's explaining Gala's side of what's going on with all the delays, what's the halts and progress and things like that. So they said what they had to say, and they included a link to their legal documentation. They have filed a suit against Game Media. I would just like to say that this is their side, and so maybe check both sides.
There's always two sides of the story, but game media needs to come out and either say something or not. It's up to them, but people are going to take what they see and hear as the gospel truth. And if there is another side to the story, it should probably be said. If they really want people to hear it. So
it's so hard to respond without being contentious. I can understand that.
But they also may want just the courts to decide it, and that's their response. So.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
So it's still a kind of a dark cloud on the situation, but that game, I really hope that they can figure something out, because that game is phenomenal.
Something will get figured out. I can promise that something will get figured out.
I love it.
Got to move along, man. Time is moving. Time is moving.
We got all sorts of stuff to talk about today. Eternal Paradox. Who can get through a Gala Gazette without seeing me go absolutely squishy for Eternal? Yep, there we go. I didn't even get done. So, okay, season 3 began last Tuesday evening, and we talked because we had the delay last week and we postponed. I was able to grab a bunch of the information for season 3, and we kind of crammed that into last week. But in addition to all the upgrades and improvements, they also announced 3 special. They're just events that you can earn in. So this season, if you starting at head office level 18, you're rewarded with gems. And if you, as you progress towards level 30, which is the cap, you can receive up to $500 worth of gems. So players are actually, that's actually a really serious reward. There aren't too many games, in fact, especially not within the Gala ecosystem, where they let you earn their premium currency. And this is very achievable, some of these things. Now, it's been interesting to see how that encouraged a lot of the players that are there to spend more. I know in conversation with guildmates and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that are really excited about this because they're able to move faster towards their progression to end game, and to be able to be effective in the bigger things where the e-time can be earned, like the Rings of Ruin conquest. On the same subject of that conquest, this time around, immortal emblems are going to be included in the prizes for the top 3 guilds. And those immortal emblems are the items that you use in order to mint non-NFT mercenaries into NFTs. So those are, again, something really valuable there. For the 3rd conquest, it's 2,100 immortal emblems, which are going to be split. Now that number's iconic, I guess, within the game, because 2,100 is what you need to mint an ancient. Now, again, it's going to be split between the guild, but it's still it's still there. Like the amount that would go into minting an ancient is going to be distributed just for the 3rd conquest alone. So, and then the 3rd event that they mentioned, it's almost over. We're going to have one more code. You can they haven't expired yet, but it's a coupon code once per day for the first 7 days of the season. And there's some really, really good in-game resources. They're not actually transferable items. None of those items are going to be, well, I think they might have had summoning stuff in there too, but it's not so much the persistent stuff as it is the stuff that just gets you going and allows you to be competitive within the game. So pretty generous what they were making available to the players this time around. And I've been enjoying the game a whole lot. I'm not going to go into that because you guys will quasso me a 3rd time. Walking Dead Empires almost got left behind. They weren't in Anita's show notes, and she was kind of looking around, sad because she didn't have anything to say about it. And then good Paul informed her that there was something, and then delivered on some video here. We were just talking about the effects being inside and the actual studio side of the animation. This is That's the Riot Shield, which is a new, that's more of a weapon than a shield at this point. It's supposed to be able to break up hordes and stuff like that. I like this one in particular, Rick, with the, I guess that's like an Uzi.
Or like, yeah.
Well, check this out. Wait for it. Oh, another one. So yeah, they've got some new weapons. Oh, this thing is just brutal. Give it the swing. There it is. That would kill stuff. Anyway, so they showed off a bunch of new animation, and then they gave a still shot of a new motel building, which could be it was multi-story. I'm wondering if that's going to be instead of just one of the buildings that you can go in. I wonder if they're setting up that for one of the dungeons. Yeah, there it is. It's a riot of color, and you can imagine what might be lurking inside.
Zombies.
Yeah. So also on Ahead of the Game, she went through the list of things that are available for sale in the Gala store right now. There's a lot of stuff on discount. Back to Eternal Paradox. Now is a great time to get gems if you want to like do that. They're a significant discount. But they also are doing some rebate sales where I've heard that there are cats and Meow Match that you can get a 100% rebate for. Now this is interesting because my understanding is that the rebate sales have to be purchased, I believe, with a credit card. There may be another form of purchase. I think it's credit card only though, and then they give you Gala in return. So that's an interesting thing. We'll leave it there. Jason was not present for the episode, but we are expecting that he'll be back because the next Ahead of the Game is going to be hosted live at GDC this Thursday. So I think Thursday's the last day, isn't it? I might be wrong. It might be Friday. Anyway, supposed to be live from GDC. So they'll probably be talking about a bunch of the hackathon stuff and maybe showing off some other game stuff too. It is a game developers conference. So
we'll see.
That's the short and sweet, because I heard that there's other things to talk about that might not be
there might be
I put together.
We interrupt the regular scheduled program to bring you this important message.
We're live, baby!
Yeah. It's funny where Tim was just in the front. It's like, Timbo is the important message. No. He's just here to help us spread the word. But we're officially live. SEC, they give us the blessing, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and said, go ahead, go forth, my son, and raise money. So we're live. We'll put a link in the show notes for the GG Collective with Seedstarter. So
yeah,
pretty freaking stoked right here.
You can now get GG token.
So we haven't. Nobody's put anything out. This is the first time anybody's hearing it. This is the official announcement.
U75 watching right now.
Yeah, we're going to be throwing it out to everybody and anybody, right? We want people to come in and be a part of this. And we have a lot of people that have been building, a lot of people that have been helping out. We've got games being developed. We've got partnerships with different game companies. Obviously, we've got the Pierce T1 that's going to be coming to the collective. Dude, there's so much fun stuff that's happening, and super stoked to share it with everybody and get the community to help out.
So either in our Discord we're gonna have it linked. You can get it from the GG Collective website or just on myseedstarter.com. I put our link in there, but yeah, myseedstarter.com is the way you can get it. So I know there's gonna be a lot of questions going around about whatever it might be, right? So any questions, ask us in the Discord, ask them on the discussion board here within the Seedstarter page itself. Make sure you check out our FAQs. We're going to be around trying to answer everything and anything. And, Seedstarter itself is an amazing portal that that allows you.
Yeah, it's a crowdfunding portal.
Yeah, it's a crowdfunding portal. Set up by people in the community. I guess, can we shout out direct people?
Well, yeah.
I mean, huge shout out to Jesse Hines. This is his project. He's been, incredibly helpful with us. We're, fortunate and blessed to be the first actually live project on Seed Starter. So, it's been a labor of love getting this all put together. But we are beyond excited to get this thing going.
Hell yeah. And come to the Discord, ask questions. Tim and I are going to be at GDC this week, so we're going to be busy doing that. But I might throw together an impromptu podcast down there. There's a couple people that I'm meeting with that will be fun. We'll see. I'll bring the equipment. Who knows? I'll mess it up anyway. Maybe I can get Blake to at least run it and see what happens. I'm going to screw something up though, guaranteed. So if I don't have Blake here, it's not. It doesn't.
You can't really tie your shoes without me anymore,
dude. I use my laptop and its camera and its microphone. Like it, just go simple. Don't try to make it complicated.
I know Family Man's saying something, but I don't think anybody can hear me.
Exactly. I literally wrote the roast him for it. I was like, yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, it's doing great, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
You guys.
Awesome.
Blushing, but we can't tell.
So bring the questions, bring the people. Let's build this space.
Well, hey, we're gonna be in at the hackathon. Can we show off what we're gonna show at the hackathon?
Oh yeah. Do it right now. Hell yeah.
What you, Timmy?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I got a little.
More alpha.
I shared a
So this, let me give the genesis while you're bringing it up, because this came from, I was scrolling through my NFTs in my Gala wallet, and I came, to the tower defense, Fortitude, Fortify, whatever they started as, and whatever it is at now, and I was like, damn, everybody remember this thing? And people were like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we could use those NFTs in a game? And then Graham messaged me like instantaneously. He's stalking me. He goes, dude, I already have kind of a tower defense kind of built out. He's like, I'm like, well, let's do it. And then we kind of started talking about it. And Tim and Drew and Graham just have literally put it in their nose to the grindstone.
Dude, we are an absolute dangerous team.
Yeah, they're rocking it. So
you should see our chat. We're just like, great job. Keep going. You got this.
So they got out the name, which was NFTD.GG, non-fungible tower defense. I mean, and you're going to be able to use your NFTs that are in your Gala wallet, or even your ETH wallet, all those kind of things.
Yes.
So and you start from here. You go.
Yeah. So our big thing with Hackathon is we're not going to launch exactly what we're going to put on there yet, but we will be connecting the game to Gala Chain. The first playable towers will be your Fortitude towers and BT orbs. Then we're going to bring,
well, did you say BT orbs? What?
BT orbs. Then we're bringing in.
Wait, game utility?
Yeah.
Promised game utility? You're going to give me game utility with a BT orb? Get out of here.
Hopefully we can get the music in. That'd be sick, but we'll have to work with BT on that.
Dude, that would be badass.
Yeah. So those will be playable right at the very first play test. Then we're going to have Blue Realms for Blue Realms NFT holders. We're going to have Beatbox tower for open stash boxes, and then there's a special gold skin if you have the chain.
Nice, the Snoop chain NFT from the nice.
And we'll have some we'll have a spider tower, and then a fuzzle tower. Those will be and then that'll be phase 2, and then we'll move on to phase 3. My plan with phase 3 is go to the GG collective for that, and then we all vote on what towers we want built for the next wave. But this was a little play test this morning. I just played, was testing a few things on the edge scrolling. There's just a navigation thing, but y'all can see what it is. The music is my own music.
It is.
This is my grind music. This is what goes on in my head right
I can't
now.
hear your music.
You can't hear it. You might be muted on your side.
It's just EDM.
It's all right.
But yep,
Well,
this
you're
is
giving us some real alpha.
yeah. So I'm placing the prism extractors right now. That's one of the resources up there that comes together, and then the stone. So it's stone, magic, and
look at
prisms.
You sons of, you've been having me mess around, not placing my towers the right way. That's on you. Cheating me. That's how you've been cheating me. This is awesome.
I was just testing it. You were just testing something for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Show me that.
But yeah, so I placed a fire tower that's about to get built, and then an ice tower. I don't think I built the poison tower in, but I show it, and then I'll build the orb tower, and that's the cannon tower, and you can see the extractors working.
Nice.
So the concept is this: in this world, you have prisms and stone come together, and magic is what brings them together, and that's what the world is created off of.
I see a BT orb.
Boom. If only y'all could hear the music going on right now. It would have been better. But yeah. But yep, that's it.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Love it, man. I mean, that's just one of the games. Obviously, Graham's got Vox battles that he's building on. So
Graham is dangerous. He's
I know, dude.
He's about to take over, dude.
We got the ability to, with the Vox battles, you're going to be able to use at the point down the road. You're going to be able to use your Vox to be able to play.
Oh, and y'all are gonna when you see what Drew's cooking up on Gala Chain, it's gonna blow your minds. It's be great.
Are we gonna shit our pants?
If you don't,
I already did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. Well, sweet. What else we got?
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, going back to Seed Starter a little bit, just to kind of, for those watching, to walk you through it a little bit, you're gonna want to create your own profile, and so to speak. You can get all the information, the basic information about our token structure, what we're doing, and why we're selling it, how much of it we're selling, and so forth. This is kind of our project story, in sort of a presentation format, looking at the breakdown of what makes the GG Collective the GG Collective. If for those really looking for more information, I would highly suggest going to our light paper. This is where you can get all the nitty-gritty details, really go into depth on, okay, what is our governance model going to look like? What is our tokenomics model going to look like? What are our, revenue sources we're potentially going to tap into? The entire aspect of, okay, this is who we are, what we're doing, and the way we want to do it. So I would highly suggest going to, this is accessible through the Seed Starter, on our website, in our Discord. It's just about everywhere. So I would highly suggest reading in on this as well if you're looking for more information about GG. But yeah, we're here. We did it.
Yay. What a long road too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been a long time coming. And this is in all reality, this is just the beginning, because this is what gets us going for everything else we want to build, the people we want to bring in, the games we want to have a part of, to be a part of, potentially, whatever the community wants, right? How are we going to build revenue? How are we going to build the games themselves? How are we going to reach out and bolster the community with people that are building stuff for these games, i.e. like an NFT lending marketplace for Star Atlas? Or how are we going to help out, the marketplace for Gala Chain, right? You got Rostakip and all the stuff he's doing. Like, he's a great guy. Like, all we want to do is, help the community that's building good shit. Let's do it.
100%.
So did you say there's going to be a link in the description for the Seed Starter?
Yep, I posted it in our comments right now. Yeah, I'll make sure it's in there. I'm going to be posting it. It's going to be posted on our X account today. It's going to be in our Discord. It's on our website. So, or if you just go to myseedstarter.com, you can get to it directly from there. So,
okay.
I'm seeing some people in the comments ask some specific questions. Like I said, the easiest way going forward for all of these questions about the GG tokens will be how to invest in it, so to speak. We really want to facilitate that through the Seed Starter platform. So shoot a message.
Did you just use the I word? Wait. GG can use the I word?
Look, we're going to have shirts that everybody can have. It's going to say GG Collective. Roy Boys welcome. So it's already in the works.
Yeah, we're registered.
I'm really just touting the SEC side of it. That it's it's registered. This is supposed to work this way. You are investing. It's
file.
So this is
we've done everything to file with the SEC. Being as,
which by the way is a nightmare.
It's a process.
Thank you so much for going through that.
Someone who did it. I can understand why a lot of companies and projects decide to not go that route, right? But we're trying to build something sustainable, viable, that's going to have legitimate royalty sharing in the revenue that the collective produces. And to do that the right way, you got to go through some degree of regulation, because we're not rug pulling anyone. We're not, we're going to be a transparent, legitimate organization. So for us, the best way to do that was, let's bite the bullet and do the hard work and putting it on the front side. Is it a little bit tedious and annoying at times? 100%, but all the good things in life are, right? So it should have,
I do like my instant gratification.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
Love it.
No, it's
so
definitely a ton of hard work. I get to sit back and be the guy that really didn't do all that hard work. I just got the chance to watch and wait, so for as much as every time we put the Gala Gazette out, I get to be on the episode. Like I'm the guy that talks, I'm the mouthpiece at best. Like these guys, these other three, if you like what you see, hit them up. I might be able to tell you what they told me.
I can't disagree with you, Jesse.
Yeah, he is. Most people watch on. It's surprising. Most of our viewers come from X. Like the vast majority come from X.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The everything platform.
The everything platform. I mean, I get it. You're scrolling around, you see it, you can click on it. I mean, it's right there. It's easy. You don't have to navigate to something else. I don't know. But besides the fact, Seed Starter, GG token, get it now.
Get it.
I'm on my way. Give me a link.
It is. We're excited.
Well, I guess when we hop off this, we'll make the announcement, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll push it out. So we'll push out the announcement and stuff like that too. So better get in there quick, because my money fingers are getting itchy.
My gut is
okay.
telling me.
Yeah. Okay, but Eric, I'm just messing with you.
Hey, you can only.
I'm following. Hey guys, if you don't buy it now, I'm gonna buy them all.
Oh, I'm buying. I'm 100% buying, but I can't buy them all because we set it up that way.
You're right. We did.
What's the max?
We set it up so whales can't control this.
Right.
So,
no one individual, one person can own. I mean, this is in there. You can't own more than 5%.
Yep, that's in the white paper. You can't own more.
Isn't there something in the voting rights too that it's not based on number of tokens?
It's one vote per wallet. So if you have a whale that owns 5%, they only get one vote still. So
we're going to do our absolute best to
as
control that. Yeah.
We got other things that we planned on putting into play too. So like potentially a KYC wallet situation, things like that. So.
Yeah, and what's beautiful is as a collective, these are things that the community is going to be able to decide whether or not it's working and vote on, rather than have to let somebody do all the decision making themselves and then everybody else just kind of cope with it. So
yeah, exactly.
This is a community that's being built here. I'm excited about that.
Sweet.
Yep, it is going to be. It's just like I mean, Nate said this earlier. This is just the beginning. I mean, we've been working hard to get to this point, and now we're at the point where it's like the South Park meme when they're playing World of Warcraft. He's like, "What do you mean? Now we can finally play the game." Like after they've put in 1,000 hours.
No,
So
I feel kind of weird right now. The amount of time and effort that has gone into getting it launched, and now it's here. It's like, okay, well,
My
our
heart
job
was
is our
racing
job
when we
has
were about-
just begun. Yeah.
Well, you
When I
can
was
totally
hovering-
appreciate that from like from sports. You know, you put in tons and tons of time and practice. You grow up just like drilling and doing everything. But then you actually hit the stride, especially with a game like baseball, where you've got a season with 182 games. Like that's a marathon in and of itself. You already put in a ton of work, but now the work is to actually like play hard against people that know how to play hard. So I think that's where the GG Collective is at this point. We're ready to play hard with people that play hard.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. That's my new T-shirt. We're playing hard with people who play hard. I don't know if Heather's gonna be able to help me on that one this week. Maybe we'll see about it.
Sweet. Look at that. Oh, we cracked it. We cracked it.
Did it. We
Oh,
clapped.
that's huge. Look at us.
Cracked the
man.
100 mark. I love it.
Shoot.
Thanks everyone for watching this, man. I appreciate it. And come join the Discords and ask us questions. Come, let's build this together. So
Yeah. We'll be around. I'll be here. Ping me. We're here. So
great. All right, guys.
Thanks,
all right,
everybody.
everybody.
Take care.
We will see you later.